Hi, I'm Taylor Nilsson, and this is Wildfire Ready Raccoon with the Butte County Fire Safe Council. In this video series, we recognize homeowners who have gone above and beyond with their home to make a wildfire-ready, happy habitat. Join us to look at a standout home on the Paradise Ridge and learn more about what you can do to be wildfire ready.
Casey, what a pleasure to be here with you. Butte County's had such an extensive wildfire history, and Paradise having this 2008, 2018 campfire. How did you end up in this house after the fire history you've been through?
Well, I really do like this story because I was trying to get back to Paradise. I had to live in Chico for 2 years after the fire, but when I was ready to come back and rebuild, I couldn't fit the size of house I wanted on my old property, so I was able to sell that and then started looking around town for what might be available. So I was looking at just plain lots, empty lots, and also homes that were being built. I really wanted to take advantage of the new views that we have in Paradise, and then I also wanted there to be some kind of trees in the neighborhood around. And so when I got here, when I came here, this house was halfway built. Trilogy was building it, and I just loved the way that it felt. I loved the way that the backyard, the potential that it had, the view of Sawmill Peak. And so I had no idea that it was going to be a wildfire prepared home. I didn't know anything about that. I wasn't actually considering fire safety when I was moving home. And so the way that that all came about is really special. I feel really, really blessed that it just kind of did come about.
We're so excited that your home is fire prepared. You used the term IBHS. Can you explain what that means?
Well, so IBHS was working with the town of Paradise to help devise new building codes that were wildfire prepared. So they have this amazing lab where they build homes with different materials in different ways and try to burn them down. And so their research over the years has shown that if you build a house in a certain way, which my house was built, and now every house in Paradise is being built to those standards, and keep 5 feet of defensible space, you have a very, very good chance of your house surviving a wildfire.
Now that your home itself is so fire safe, what about this first 5 feet? What were some things that you left in and that you left out to ensure that your home had the most preparedness?
Well, so when I first bought this house, Trilogy was building it to the IBHS Wildfire Prepared Home standards, the structure, but we still didn't know a whole lot about that certification and the 5 feet. So they asked me when they were building it if I wanted them to pour this concrete all the way to the house or to leave a little space of dirt for a planter. And I said, oh, leave a space for a planter. Well, we know now, don't do that. So I actually put bark and plants around 5 feet of my house. And when I started learning about the IBHS Wildfire Prepared Home standards, I pulled them out and planted them in different places around my yard. Also, the fence here, my side gates, while the wood fence stops before 5 feet, the metal fence had plastic privacy slats, and those are combustible. So I had to take all of those out and replace those with aluminum. And then as I was landscaping the rest of my house, I was really mindful about making sure that there was anything that was combustible within 5 feet was easily removable. So I put in a shade structure in the back made out of aluminum. And put most of my plants back 5 feet away. And also I made sure that I bought my patio furniture is metal and non-combustible. And then also anything that is combustible, I can easily remove it by myself. So if there's a red flag warning or like the warning evacuation that we were just under, I just moved all of my plants that are in pots around my house easily, rolled this plant out, moved these things, put them all inside my garage and closed my windows, and I really had a great sense of security actually.
You've done an amazing job with this fire-safe home and its landscaping, but you've extended that out into the whole neighborhood with the Firewise USA community recognition. How did that work?
Love the Firewise USA program because it really works hand in hand with the IBHS Wildfire Prepared Home. I mean, basically the goal of a Firewise community is to move every home in your community to that 5 feet of defensible space. The help of the Fire Safe Council, we were able to identify how many homes were in our community and how many needed help with having defensible space or making sure that their roof was safe, and we started making action plans to get everybody there. And so now, I mean, I'm pretty much the neighborhood hero because I get to knock on everybody's door and say, hey, you belong to a Firewise community, tell your insurance provider, you're going to get a discount. So it's going over very well in this community for sure.
Casey, we hear you have a passion for youth education and are involved with Schools on the Ridge. What is it that you think kids have learned about Ready's Happy Habitat?
Well, I help run Achieve charter schools, and Ready has been over at Achieve multiple times. Ready is a big hit over there, and my students are going to be so excited when I tell them that Ready was at my house and that my house is a happy habitat for Ready. They're going to want to make sure that their house is also a happy habitat for Ready. So I really love the message that's happening at schools that the Fire Safe Council is doing with students, and that message is making its way into homes and encouraging families, to do their part.
Casey, we are so impressed and grateful for the energy and care that you've put into your home, the community, the students here. We just want to thank you for all that you're doing.
Oh, well, I'm
Good job.
so glad that you guys came over. I appreciate it.
It takes everyone to build a fire-resilient community. There are many actions we can take collectively to be safer from wildfires, from working on our individual homes to cooperating with neighbors and supporting local fire safe councils. Thank you and congratulations to our Ready Happy Habitat leaders. Learn more about the Butte County Fire Safe Council and how you can be prepared for wildfire at buttefiresafe.net. We're ready. Are you ready?